So we spoke about what Shlomo said. Klal Yisrael tells the Rebbeinu Shalom, "Chol doidi neitzi asada." Klal Rebbeinu Shalom, come with me to the Soda, come with me to the Kfarim, to the small towns. I'll show you the beauty of Klal Yisrael, which is what's the beauty of Klal Yisrael, the sons and the daughters of Klal Yisrael. That is the beauty of Klal Yisrael. Come with me, I'll show you. Hadidoim nasni reach. The lovely flowers gave its smell. In our door is all the geschmack zachen. Chazal said, we said it over, that the flowers of the dome, the lovely flowers gave it smell. These are the Bach Yisrael that were in Chayta. And the doors are all the geschmack zachen. This is the Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish daughters. They say, they tell the husbands all about the nidus, dam nidus. They show them this, the dam nidus that they saw in order to pass what halach is. That's what Chazal say. And the pasuk goes on, chedoshim gam yishonim, the new and also the law. What this geschmack zachen? What geschmack zachen? New geschmack zachen and old geschmack zachen. My loved one, I hid it for you. So what does it mean? Migodum gam yishonim. Chazal say migodum gam yishonim means it's going on the new mitzvahs and the old mitzvahs. There's the Isis and the Rabbanon. Last week we spoke about the old mitzvahs, the Isis, the lady saw Kashana Duma, she's the Adam Nidus, and the Torah trusted us Shoshanim with it's just a little gather of Shoshanim and roses. And we said that even a Chassan Kala, if the Chassan prepares everything for that most of the way today, he's going to have the Chasana, and she says she saw a small rose flower, and everything stops over there. They don't have relations. That was Yishonim. Let's focus now a little bit on Chadashim. Chadashim derabonans. Those with damnidis deraisa. But there's another peldig halacha, which always marvels me, the trust that Chazal had in us, the Yiddish children. Halacha is, every Chassan Kala, there's such a thing called dam Bisulim. That a psula, a woman that didn't have any relations, a girl didn't have any relations, she gets married, and she's a virgin. Her husband, the first bia would make her open up the Bisulim, and she would see blood. And Chazal would geyser on that blood, that after he finishes the bia, she's asked to him als dam Bisulim. I always found this halacha mamash fascinating, unbelievable. We're talking about a young new couple who waiting for that day, like Halal said last week, to be together with each other. And there's a tremendous taiva. But Halal say, pause. Mamash, the first week of Shev Brachas, if it happens, the first night, second night, whatever happens, after they accomplished their mission, the first mission of Bias Mitzvah, they're usher. Fascinating. What did Chazal want? Dafka over here, in the beginning of the marriage, when they're so close, to build that marriage, a time to build a marriage, the most loving time? Nope. Now is not the time. What happened? Chazal said that the whole reason of Nidus is only because that should be like a kala b'chipasa. Now she's a kala b'chipasa. In Chazal, the Shuvah Yemei Mishnah is called Shuvah Yemei Chuppah. So what happened over here? Chazal will geyser dam Bisulim to aser up b'tei chipasa. The peldig gezach needs a tremendous this explanation. And Chazal will geyser again. So why we talk Chazal geyser? Because maybe she'll see dam nidus in the dam Bisulim, will get mixed up. That's what she's asking. What happened to the whole marriage? It doesn't sound like even a shchichtige chashash. You know, Chazal went to Atlanta to be choshesh over here. So I'm not sure about that question. Well, it definitely doesn't sound like a shashriach, but al derech drush, and I think there's something more than just derech drush. I think there's some truth to it also. Chazal wanted more over here. I think Chazal understood that a relationship into being intimate, that in that beginning when the taiva, isha taiva, the fire, desire is so strong, is gonna start off the marriage in a very physical way. Everything goes according to physical. So I just to illustrate a little bit, I would point out that what Rishonim say, it's a famous, the Torah says that when you go into the war, the general calls out, Mia ish, who's the one that planted a wine, grapevines? He should go back to his house. Who built the new house? Should go back to his house. Don't come in the war. All these people should come in the war. Who just got married? Should go back to his house. Well, these people can't go to war. Why? Why can't they go to war? So one of the Rishonim says a fascinating thing. He says the reason why they're going to go to war is because if Chas v'Shalom, one of them is nifter, it will be a tremendous tragedy more than any other time. Why? Because these people that built a house, built a vineyards, just got married, they're extremely attached, emotionally attached to these new things. When a person is nifter, his netzach is based on that moment of how he is. And because if these people are attached to the Gashmias so strongly, that for netzach, their nefesh is going to be totally attached to this Geshem, and it's going to be a tragedy for always and always. Hashem, go home, and when you go to war, you have to go Hashem Mesias Nefesh. If someone's nifta on the war, Mesias Nefesh, the tackle will go to the highest places. But if he'll go to the war, and the whole time he's having in mind his wife, his new wife, his house, his vineyard, that he's going to be nifted that state of connection to the Olam HaGeshem in the strongest form, and that's how he's going to stay for always. So, just illustration what it means, the connection a person has to his wife or to Gashmis in this world. So Chazal understood that if they are going to have more than Bias Mitzvah right away, then that effect for the future of their marriage is going to be extremely destructive. Everything goes according to the beginning. I just read, there's even studies about that based on the way you shtalavek, the beginning of anything you do, that's what gives the power for the future. And if they would be mutter right away, and the only thing they're being Isaac is being intimate in such a powerful way, that would be destructive for their marriage. That wouldn't be good for their marriage, the future of their marriage. It's a beautiful thing. Again, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Being intimate is a beautiful thing, but it has to have the right ruach. It has to have the right ruach. And so in order to cool it down a little bit, and their relationship should be an intimate relationship of ruach, of feeling, understanding for one each other. And just let the Gashmis enhance that, empower that, infuse that. So in order to get that, Chazal said, wait, okay? You did it once, now you have Pas B'Saloi, now you can wait a week or two, and then you'll come back and everything's going to be founded with the right foundation. Because we only use the Gashmis to infuse into the Rachnis, to infuse into the emotional. It should be a healthy balance. And so that's why Chazal said right away it should be Asr. And just the opposite, it's a time of love. Shavra is a time of love, a focus on each other as human beings, not as a meat, not as Gashmis. Yes, we're not taking away the cheshivas of being intimate with each other, but it has to be used, the tools have to be used for the right way. And I think it's kedai to delve into a little bit more in this nakuda over here, bias mitzvah of what the maila of the first bia is, the first time being intimate, and we'll see. It'll take us a little deeper. So the first bia, la'il chasna, the night of the chasna, whenever someone accomplishes it, is called the Chazal bias mitzvah. Why is it called bias mitzvah? Chazal say, Omer b'shmu ben Unya mishmei derav, b'shmu ben Unya said the name of Rav, Isha goylam. A lady is a piece of, lady is like a form. However you make it, that's how it is. So the Einer Kereses Bris Elo Misha Asa Keli. And it doesn't make, a lady would not make a bris, bound himself with someone, make a keshik, bind themselves with only to the one that makes her a kli. And she's a form of clay, and so that whoever makes her, forms her, that's who she's going to be connected to always. So a lady, as long as she's a virgin, she still has Bisulim, she's like a keli, and with the first bia makes her into a kli. And that kli, by making that form, now she's a keli, and the woman will be kodesh bris, together with her husband, that makes her into a kli. And we find halachically that the husband that makes the woman a kli, that does the bias mitzvah, takes out the psulim, she's so connected that the connection is a lot more than a second husband. And everyone knows the Chazal says that the Mizbech cries on people that get divorced. So the Pri Chadash says that's only if you married a psula, not if you married someone that wasn't a psula, someone that was already married to someone else, because it's the power of the first bia that makes that connection. That on that Mizbech cries, and there's the halacha that a kohen is not allowed to marry a woman which is mukas eitz, a lady that doesn't have psulim, that her psulim came out other way through some stick or something. And the Chinuch explains why, because the power of connection, a kohen is more pure, it's supposed to be more pure. And the woman is not going to connect fully to someone that doesn't make her a kli, that doesn't take out a psulim. So in order to have that shleimistic marriage, that the husband and wife are only thinking about each other, should be Taharat, they should be intimate, focused totally on each other, there needs to have the psulim. And kohen is asur for that reason, for a lady which is called mukas eitz. That's the power of the bias mitzvah. And David Ram says, also, he says that, it says in the pasuk, when you get married, you're supposed to be one flesh, husband and wife. So he says, lebasar is the gematria of dam bisulim. And malam is that this comes to teach you, there will never be one basar, el bachar psula, only a bachar and a girl, only the a couple which never married, they have the power to be basar echad. When he brings down, only the woman won't make a bris, a bound, only to one that makes her a kli. And another place we more marach in this topic, but we see the power of the first bia. The power of the first bia is to make those two loving people to always and always be connected. So, we said before, the reason why Chazal made dam sulam is because in order the beginning of the marriage should be very strong, and they shouldn't get carried away with the gashmistic part. Because the tithe is so strong, they might get carried away too much. I think now we have another depth in that they just formed a connection with the first bia that no other bia is going to form later in the marriage. It's only one. If they will continue having bias after this, they will, because it's so enjoyable, it's such a big taiva, they would forget, if they would have right away, that the reshim of the effect of the first bia will lose its effect. It needs time. She needs time. They need time to get over that first bia, process it, form that connection, and think about it. Be present about what just happened, and not just get carried away with all whatever. So that time out is very important. To give that bias mitzvah, that bias, the first bia, its full power, its full te'eles. So you need to have, she should come damnidus. So it's two reasons I shall one. First of all, that bias mitzvah is the strongest, the first bia after marriage is the strongest, powerful tool possible. So you want that effect should be processed. So we have to give them some time out. But besides that, also that the actual not being so physical right away will give them time to connect emotionally, to spend the time emotionally and build themselves. And that is the Suga כשושנים. That is the Chadashim Gam Yishanim. That is the Xerius the Rabbanan. That not only would the Torah goes in Nidus if she sees Nidus during Chuppah, but Chazal made it automatically every this was only later generations, but Chazal goes the Xerius, that's the Maskana for the Gemara, and that's Chazal Torah trusted us. And that is what Shlomo says, that Klaus was telling the Rebbeinu Shalom, come, let me show you our pure boys and girls, that how they build their families, how lovingly and emotionally connected they are, and how pure they are, and how beautiful they are. That is the beauty of Klal Yisrael. That is the beauty of the children, the boys and girls of Klal Yisrael, that are shoym Taharas Hamishpacha. They are the beauty of Klal Yisrael. And we said already from Yechaniah HaMelech that it's not only those that were pure from the beginning, that after the first base of Mikdash, the Yidden weren't being were nichshel in Nidus. But when Yechaniah HaMelech did tshuva the second right away in the dungeon in jail, he did tshuva and he was showing Taharas Hamishpacha. Right then Hashem said, I'm going to give you from this marriage right now, this intimacy that you're having now, I will give you the savior of Klal Yisrael, Zribavel, who brought Klal Yisrael up to the second base of Mikdash. So the beauty of Klal Yisrael is not just by those who pure from the beginning. There's always a person who can take himself from fresh and be mechazik himself, that if he and be kind of mitzvahs and being part of the beauty of Klal Yisrael. That is what the Torah meant. That is what the Goyim are jealous of us. Suga כשושנים, that a fence of Shoshanim, of roses, is enough to bring out our beauty. Hashem.